Welcome everyone. We're going to be reviewing a fan favorite that I just have never understood. The Crusader Mercury Star Runner. I think this ship is not worth nearly as much as people say that it is. Prove me wrong. I think Subliminal said this best, which is like, if you lived in the universe, what ship would you want to be your own ship? And this one's pretty good. Because you're not actually going to be doing bounty hunting if you were like really living in Star Citizen universe. You're like, leave me alone. Big thing I love about Crusader ships, freaking buttons to open the ramps. The ramps are also shaped nice, although I would love for them to be not like angled. That would be cool. Big landing gear. These are your kind of your nose weapons. So those are the pilot controlled weapons, and then you've got two turrets, one on top, one on bottom, that are going to be controlled by two passengers to really give you that Selenium Malkin feel. Okay. Walking through the ship, you have 114 cargo space, and then one of the other coolest parts about the ship is just the freaking doors to everywhere. So this is kind of your, if you look on the ground in here, just like in the OG Inspiration ship, there are lots of smuggling places. I will say one semi-frustrating thing is the need to kind of go up and down. I feel like I should just be able to walk straight through, but, you know, necessitated this. So you go up basically half of a level in order to get through most of the ship. You have servers. This will be a data running ship when that is a thing. You have scanning. And I think that kind of the process of this ship is basically the promise of future content, but it's not here yet. And I wish that they would price ships according to what they are, because somebody who is using this ship, reviewing this ship, really deserves, truly.
Crusader Industries, a journey worth taking. Systems on.
We did something. We extended something. Well, we turned those on, so that was cool. But like, if it's Pyro and we actually get paid money to go scan parts of the system, that's cool. And the ship should cost more when it has functionality that other ships don't, when you can use it. And as of right now, you just can't use it. This is all just empty dead space, screens that don't do anything. And there should be kind of like these smuggling compartments, but they are a real pain to get into. These are your two turrets. We'll go on the up, just to get a little bit better view. But basically you have one that goes up and one that goes down. Instead of having a ladder that goes in both directions, you have just two turrets that will slide you into place, which I actually think was a good decision based on gameplay. And it works. I do like these MSR turrets.
Crusader Industries, a journey
you have great visibility, pretty good movement. You sit up pretty high, so you're able to get quite a bit out here. I love the Armistice never works at Grimhex. It's actually quite nice. Yeah, 375 mags. So you're gonna get plenty of weapons in terms of mag size, but you aren't in terms of burst alpha DPS. Now, why is that? Because as a pilot, you're only controlling tubes. You have this cool little, like, whatever this is. I don't know what that does, but it would be cool if it did stuff. We have the bridge over here. Do we want to take you? See, like, I think these are supposed to be lights, but they're not working properly. So it says to the bridge, but the bridge is straight ahead. Recreation is probably one of the highlights of this ship, where you have a chessboard, right? So clearly remind you of something else. I don't like that these aren't working cabinets. I feel like of all the ships, the MSR is like kind of one of the more livable ones. Should be able to press 1 on food. You should be able to get drinks, right? That kind of sucks. Now, I wouldn't take anything higher than an MRT in this, because you're only going to get 2 size 3 Panthers as pilot-controlled weapons. And you could take something more. You're going to get 6 Panthers, though, which in the end, just based on sightlines and visibility and your overall size and profile, I don't know. It just really, it doesn't balance out like a Saber with 4 threes, or really a Scorpius is a 2-person ship with really close to the equivalent of 6 threes. So there's that. I don't really understand like the pilot co-pilot seat. Very similar to the Freelancer, like just because it existed like that in a TV show doesn't mean that it makes a lot of sense here. If the co-pilot like actually had functionality, like they could actually fly the ship, then I would be more on board. Come on, boot up. There we go. I do love the sound of Crusader ships generally, but this one in particular. Track that landing gear. I love its profile. I mean, this is a ship that's like, you find a Grim Hex, and like, that's too nice to be a Grim Hex, and then you know what the ship does, and you're like, oh, actually, that makes a ton of sense. You see a data collection disc. So anyway, well, I think when Pyro comes, this could be a really cool ship that people find value in, that they really like using. But until then, your visibility's not great. It's still a Crusader, so it's still pretty good. I do like having like a large bubble that goes all the way over for 2 people. I just want the windows to be cut a little lower and drop down these MFDs that are just going to show me my power. I don't need that. Especially if I'm supposed to buy into this like pilot co-pilot deal. Just don't. Like just give the information to my co-pilot. Let them manage my power delivery.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Quantum profile on the ship is pretty cool. I love that sharp angled nose. And the multi-streams off the back. Some great like inflection points there. There's just the rings of yellow, man. They're so beautiful. I'm watching those engines kick back on. Looking through the bridge, really beautiful. Give you a sense of probably not. Come on. Oh, I have to hold it down. That's why I just go. Since they're Panthers, you're getting high rate of fire. Really good for dogfighting. I think on this, I'd probably swap out for cannons, though. You're a big ship. You're not. Why are we doing that? I wasn't holding that down. Lots of ways to deal with bounty targets, such as this. My personal favorite. I think he's dead. Trooper 3. Look for the lights on their helmets. Now you can fit a couple of ground vehicles on this, so that's definitely an option for you. But you're limited in what the size of ground vehicles you can use just because of how the cargo bay is configured. I don't like that you have to go up a floor to use it. Okay, let's go ahead and use these Tempests. See what that looks like. You have those missile pods just directly under. Go ahead and try to swap those.
Contact.
Oh, looks like you get 6 total missiles, so small payload, but you can't have everything you want in life, right? I'm guessing these shoot from like similar pods, but let's see. Okay, same location. It's cool, I like that.
Attack on shields.
Okay, going up against 4 Panthers, like you can just see the saturation. Go ahead and turn that off. You can feel the engines kick in when you're moving. The shields are already critical. Let's go ahead and give ourselves some extra power there. Do have good maneuverability, but the DPS is just a problem. I got nothing on a Scorpius. I don't really want a nose fight like this, but it's hard for me to outmaneuver a Scorpius. I kind of like lead him and then move up and in. Tail fight him here for a second, but it's gonna be rough. Then I've got to worry about like cannons. You can just hear it wrecking my hull. I can't outrun them. I most certainly can't outgun them. And add 2 more people to your ship, and yeah, you're gonna get some good firepower out of those turrets, but like, why would you want them in your ship? Freelance is just gonna take too long to kill. So I gotta focus on my bounty target while getting pummeled by 2 other ships that have turrets and size 4 guns. Like I got. This is not the way to do it. I do have giant mags, but I just didn't stand a chance. I'm dead in the water. I just like I feel like I did this as like a joke or something, right? Like where I was like, I had pre-planned this and I was just gonna do really poorly. And to be fair, like maybe I could have fought that a little better, but not really, not much. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't recommend this ship to be an all-rounder when it doesn't do a basic thing you need a ship to do, which is be able to dogfight. Oh, we don't want to just die here. We're just gonna log off. Anyway, well, I hope you all enjoyed this review and have some thoughts on it. Until next time, good luck out there. Have some fun. Fun playing. Bye for now.